between love and power. The sun dipped below the Lagos skyline, casting golden hues over the city. In the heart of Victoria Island, at an extravagant gala hosted by the influential Okafor family, two lives were about to collide. Adanna Okafor, the only daughter of billionaire Chief Emeka Okafor, was everything a high society woman should be: beautiful, well-educated, and poised for an arranged marriage with Obinna, the son of a powerful senator. But Adanna's heart had other plans. In the shadows of the event, she met Khalid, a ruggedly handsome investigative journalist known for exposing corruption. Unlike the men in her world, Khalid was fearless, honest, and dangerously attractive. When their eyes met, it was as if the air between them sparked. "You don't belong in this world," Khalid murmured as he handed her a stolen moment of silence amidst the chaos. "And yet, it's the only word I know," Adanna replied. A single dance that night sealed their fate, a love neither of them should have pursued. Despite the risks, Adanna and Khalid began meeting in secret, late-night drives along Third Mainland Bridge, whispered conversations at hidden cafes. But in a city where power was absolute, secrets never stayed buried for long. One night, Khalid revealed a devastating truth: her father, Chief Okafor, was at the center of a multi-million-dollar conspiracy involving illegal oil deals and political assassinations. Khalid had been gathering evidence for months, and he was ready to expose the corruption. Adanna's heart shattered. Could her father, the man who raised her, be capable of such darkness? "I need your help," Khalid said, holding her gaze. "With your access, we can bring him down." Torn between love and loyalty, Adanna faced the ultimate betrayal. If she sided with Khalid, she would destroy her family. But if she kept quiet, she would lose the man she loved and her own soul. Unbeknownst to them, someone had been watching Obinna, her fiancé. Fueled by jealousy and ambition, he secretly followed Adanna and discovered her meetings with Khalid. With a hidden agenda of his own, Obinna leaked a false tip to Chief Okafor, making it seem as though Khalid was using Adanna to gain inside information. One evening, Khalid was abducted from his apartment. Beaten, bloodied, and left for dead on the outskirts of the city, he barely escaped with his life. When Adanna found him, she knew she had no choice. Her love for Khalid was real. And now, she had to fight for it. Armed with damning evidence, Adanna made a bold move. She confronted her father. In the dim light of a secluded corridor, the air was thick with unspoken accusations. Adanna's voice trembled with a mix of sorrow and resolve as she challenged, "You always taught me to stand for what's right. Now I see that you never meant it." Her words hung in the stillness like shattered glass, each syllable a bold strike against a lifetime of deceit. Chief Okafor's expression hardened, his reply measured and chilling. "You don't understand the world we live in, Adanna. Power is survival." In that charged moment, the weight of legacy and betrayal clashed in a silent, explosive storm. "Then I choose to survive on my own terms," she declared. Realizing his daughter would not be silenced, Chief Okafor did the unthinkable. He ordered her assassination. Under the shroud of a stormy midnight, the duo darted through narrow alleys and side streets, hearts pounding like tribal drums. The city's neon glow blurred into streaks of color as they raced against unseen pursuers. Each splash of water, each echo in the labyrinthine corridors of the urban maze, intensified their resolve. Khalid's hand gripped Adanna's tightly, a silent promise that together, they would outrun the shadows of betrayal. With time running out, Khalid and Adanna fled to an ally in the press. In the quiet isolation of a safe house on the city's fringe, every whispered word carried the promise of revolution. Khalid spread out a collection of damning documents on a battered table, their ink-stained pages a testament to hidden corruption. Adanna's eyes, red from tears and resolve, scanned the evidence that would shatter the facade of power. The press ally, an old friend with a fierce commitment to truth, nodded solemnly. "This is our chance to break the silence," he murmured. In that moment, the room transformed into a crucible of hope and defiance, a place where the light of truth would soon penetrate the darkest corners of their corrupt world. With the evidence in hand and the weight of a nation's hope upon him, Khalid took his place before the camera. The newsroom buzzed with urgency as he began to speak, each word deliberate, each pause heavy with meaning. "Tonight, we unveil the truth," he declared, his voice steady against the din of fear and anticipation. As the live broadcast cut through the static, millions watched, riveted by the revelation that promised to dismantle a legacy built on deceit. In that electrifying moment, the struggle between love, honor, and corruption reached its apex, echoing through every corner of the country. The story broke nationwide, shaking the foundations of the country. Chief Okafor was arrested, his empire crumbling. But power does not die easily. On the night of their escape, a black SUV ambushed them on the Lekki Expressway. Gunshots rang through the air. Khalid shielded Adanna, taking a bullet to the shoulder as they crashed into a ditch. For a moment, everything was silent. Then headlights approached. Adanna held Khalid, tears mixing with blood. "Stay with me," he groaned, his lips curling into a weak smile. "I'm not leaving you. Not now. Not ever." Police sirens wailed in the distance. The coup had failed. Obinna and the corrupt officials had been exposed. Months later, as the sun rose over Lagos, Adanna sat beside Khalid in their new home, far from the world they once knew. She had given up wealth, status, and family, but in return, she had found something far greater. Love. Truth. Freedom. Khalid kissed her forehead. Was it worth it? She looked into his eyes, the man who risked everything for her, and smiled. Every second. Love isn't just about passion, it's about fighting for the right to be with the one who truly sees your heart.